You feel fine, but are you really healthy? Every day, millions of people walk around believing they're perfectly safe until one day. A routine checkup reveals a silent killer that's been developing for years. The heart, the liver, the kidneys. None of them cry for help in the early stages. And that's exactly why these diseases are so dangerous. They don't shout, they whisper. And by the time you notice something's wrong, the damage is often irreversible. In this video, we're going to uncover the 7 deadliest diseases that hide behind the mask of normality. Learn how to recognize the subtle clues your body gives before it is too late, and discover the daily habits that can protect you from becoming another silent victim. Because true health isn't about how you feel today, it's about what's happening beneath the surface. You see, most people think they'd know if something serious was wrong. They trust their energy levels, their appetite, their weight, but the truth is far more alarming. Many chronic diseases evolve quietly, without pain, without warning, without a single visible sign. In fact, studies show that nearly half of adults over 40 have at least one undiagnosed condition that could lead to long-term complications. The numbers are shocking, but what's even scarier is how normal it all feels. You could be living your everyday life working, laughing, spending time with your family while one of these diseases slowly rewires your body from the inside out. Let's start with one of the most underestimated killers. High blood pressure. The silent killer, as doctors call it. You don't feel it creeping in. There's no pain, no dizziness, no fever. But behind the scenes, your arteries are being damaged, your heart is being overworked, and your risk of heart attack or stroke climbs higher every single day. It can take years before you notice the first symptom, and by then, it's often too late. A simple blood pressure check, done once or twice a year, could literally save your life. It takes 2 minutes, but it can prevent decades of suffering. Next comes type 2 diabetes. It doesn't appear overnight. It builds up quietly, often disguised by what looks like normal fatigue, mild thirst, or a bit of extra weight, but internally, your blood sugar levels are damaging your nerves, your eyes, and your kidneys. What's worse, many people go years without realizing they're pre-diabetic until they suddenly can't ignore the consequences. The warning signs are subtle: constant tiredness after meals, blurry vision, frequent urination at night. These small hints often go unnoticed, yet they're your body's way of begging for attention. A simple blood test or fasting glucose scan reveal the truth before the symptoms do. And then there's fatty liver disease. You might think liver problems are something only heavy drinkers face. But the truth is, the most common form today has nothing to do with alcohol. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease affects millions of people who eat processed foods, skip exercise, or carry a bit of extra belly fat. The liver doesn't hurt. It doesn't signal distress. It quietly collects fat cells until it becomes inflamed, scarred, and over time, completely unable to function. Many people discover it by accident, during a scan for something else. But by that point, part of the damage is already done. The fix: lifestyle. Losing even 5% of your body weight and cutting sugar can completely reverse early stages. Prevention is far easier than repair. Kidney disease is another silent assassin. Your kidneys are filtration systems working non-stop, cleaning your blood 24 hours a day. But they don't scream when they're struggling. Early damage doesn't cause pain. It doesn't cause swelling or fatigue right away. It just builds, slowly, until one day they fail and dialysis becomes the only option. The frightening part: it's preventable. Monitoring your blood pressure, blood sugar, and hydration habits can preserve your kidneys for life. Small choices, like reducing salt and staying hydrated, make a huge difference over time. Atherosclerosis might sound like a complicated medical term, but it's one of the most common hidden threats out there. It happens when fatty deposits called plaques build up inside your arteries. You don't feel them. There's no warning. But one day, a plaque can rupture, block blood flow, and cause a heart attack or stroke instantly. For many, it's the first and last symptom. That's why knowing your cholesterol levels, staying active, and keeping your diet rich in omega-3 salt and fiber are non-negotiable. Your arteries can stay flexible and clean, but only if you make that choice consciously. Now let's talk about colorectal cancer, the quiet type that grows slowly, with almost no symptoms in the beginning. You might think everything is fine, but polyps in the colon can silently turn cancerous over the years. Early detection through colonoscopy can remove them before they ever become life-threatening. The tragedy? Many people skip screening because they feel healthy. They don't realize that feeling healthy doesn't mean being healthy. If you're over 45, one test could literally prevent cancer from forming. That's not fear, that's empowerment. And then, one that surprises many: sleep apnea. You might think it's just snoring or restless nights, but in reality, it's far more dangerous. During sleep apnea, your breathing repeatedly stops for short moments, cutting off oxygen to your brain and heart. Over time, this raises your risk of hypertension, heart disease, and stroke. Most people don't even know it's happening, they just wake up tired. If your partner notices loud snoring or pauses in breathing, it's a red flag. Diagnosis is simple, and treatment can completely restore your sleep and health. These 7 diseases share one terrifying trait: silence. No pain, no fever, no visible warnings. But every single one of them leaves clues, quiet whispers that most people ignore. A bit of fatigue, a skipped heartbeat, a constant thirst, a lack of focus. We shrug it off, telling ourselves it's stress, age, or just a bad night's sleep. But the body always speaks. It's up to us to listen before it starts screaming. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I'll get that checked later"? Or told yourself, "I feel fine, so it's probably nothing"? That's exactly how silent diseases win. They thrive on your comfort zone, your busy schedule, and your trust that no symptoms means no problem. It's time to break that cycle. Prevention isn't paranoia, it's power. The good news is that protecting yourself doesn't require huge sacrifices. It's about awareness, consistency, and a few simple habits that create long-term safety. Start with annual checkups. Ask your doctor for basic tests: blood pressure, fasting, glucose, liver enzymes, kidney function, cholesterol, and if you're over 45, colon screening. It might sound routine, but those results could reveal a problem long before you ever feel it. That's how real prevention works. And your daily habits? They're the foundation. Move your body every day, Evan. A 30-minute walk can lower your risk of heart disease and diabetes dramatically. Reduce your sugar intake. Your body doesn't need nearly as much as modern diets provide. Prioritize whole foods, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. Avoid smoking completely, and limit alcohol to moderation. Small adjustments repeated daily are what build the invisible shield that keeps these diseases away. But beyond food and exercise, there's something even more underrated: rest. Chronic stress and poor sleep are silent destroyers too. They raise blood pressure, weaken the immune system, and disrupt hormones that regulate weight and energy. If you're constantly tired, short-tempered, or anxious, it's not just life, it's a signal. Your body is asking for balance. Taking time to rest isn't a luxury, it's a form of prevention as real as any medication. You see, these diseases aren't random. They're the result of small imbalances repeated for years. And the transformation starts when you decide to stop ignoring the quiet signs. When you decide that prevention matters more than waiting for a diagnosis. When you realize that the absence of pain doesn't mean the presence of health. Let's recap what we've uncovered today. 7 silent killers that could be hiding right now: hypertension, diabetes, fatty liver, kidney disease, atherosclerosis, colorectal cancer, and sleep apnea. They don't knock before entering, but you have the tools to detect them: early knowledge, awareness, and the willingness to act. So, here's the question that matters most: which of these might be silently developing inside you? And what will you do today to make sure it doesn't become your reality? Don't wait for your body to scream when it's been whispering for years. Schedule your checkup this month. Share this video with someone you love, because awareness doesn't just protect you, it can save another life too. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more science-based health insights that empower you to live longer, stronger, and healthier. Because the best time to protect your future health is Riggs.